Townships were all dumping sites. They were not meant for people maybe to one day maybe create their own thing, start businesses, or maybe there will be any opportunities. It was just a camp where we keep them away from the city. With all the poverty that has always been within the townships, we will always have a lot of, there will be maybe some robberies.
Western Cape police are hunting for suspects linked to the murders of 5 people in Khayelitsha.
It has always been the culture within the township. But it doesn't mean because I grew up in poverty, I didn't have anything, I will always have nothing. No. If we are able to do things within the community, we are able to show the young kids that it's possible, we can do it. You can still be someone.
What's up guys, how are you doing? I'm currently in Khayelitsha in Cape Town, South Africa. And beside me is Mr. Mfundo, who is the founder of Rands. It's a lifestyle space. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you, man. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Before coming down to Khayelitsha, the mindset or the idea people gave of me is like, if I come down here, like it's like the hood, you know, I'm gonna get shot, I'm gonna get robbed, it's dangerous. Are you from here originally?
Yeah, I'm from here originally.
Okay.
I grew up not even 150 meters away.
Oh, wow.
That's where my parents' place is. I'll stay there up until I got my own house, which is about maybe 300, 400 meters away from here.
Oh, you live here and you work here?
I work here.
What's this perception people have of Khayelitsha? Like it's like this place where nothing good is happening.
I think it just comes from history. Townships were all dumping sites. They were not meant for people maybe to one day maybe create their own thing, start businesses, or maybe there will be any opportunities. It was just a camp where we keep them away from the city. That's how the townships were actually developed. So with all the poverty that has always been within the townships, we will always have a lot of, there will be maybe some robberies, there's this, there's that. It has always been the culture within the township. But we've grown from the township, but we like the opportunities within the township. Actually, we can do things on ourselves. There are some things that we can do here to make a living out of. That's why there are a lot of businesses that are happening now in the township. Yeah.
Okay.
But the stigma around township is not safe and this.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that we as people within the township that we need to work on. We need to try and cleanse ourselves. Whenever you mention a township, the first thing that goes on a person's mind, there's crime, there's violence. No.
That's what happens. And I think most times, you know, when they talk about Cape Town, they say like Cape Town is like one of the places with the highest murder rates. How was it like growing up and then eventually setting up this business?
I grew up here.
Yeah.
In Khayelitsha.
Yeah.
Even though when I was born, my parents, they were staying in Nyanga East.
Okay.
Then we moved to Site C. I was still very young, and then fortunately they got a place here in Khayelitsha, which is around 1986, of which I was about 2 years that time.
Okay. How old are you now, by the way, if you don't mind?
I'm 38 now.
38, okay.
I'm 38 now. So I grew up here almost my entire life, till I actually bought myself a house here in Khayelitsha. So I grew up in B section in Khayelitsha, but I've got my house in A section.
A section, okay.
There are a lot of sections in Khayelitsha. So you've got your A, B, C, D up until J. And then after that, you've got your side B. That also has got its own sections. You've got side C, and you've got now Harare, you've got Makaza. But they also form the entire Khayelitsha. Yeah, it's massive in size. For instance, here at Rands, this is a space where we used to come as kids. There used to be like a supermarket. And then the post office was also there. So we used to come as kids, we'll play maybe at the game shop here. So it has always been in a close proximity from where I stay.
From where you stay? Yeah. Did you have this vision right from when you were younger? Or it's just something that you just stumbled into?
No, the thing is, the vision actually came 2010 during World Cup.
Oh, wow.
So 2010 during World Cup, we opened a small business in Guguletu. I was selling bright meat.
Oh, wow,
chicken.
Really?
Yeah, on the street. While I was doing that, I was also working as well on the other hand.
Okay.
So by profession, I did electrical engineering. Okay. So I went to get an opportunity to go and work in Mozambique.
Mozambique? Oh, wow.
Yeah. At that time, I was like, maybe let me try and see if I can balance both of them instead of leaving the opportunity. It was a good opportunity. I'll be paid in dollars.
Okay.
And then I took the job. I went I worked. I was working in Mozambique, Uganda, Tanzania.
Oh,
So I was
wow,
moving
nice.
around.
Moving around, yeah.
Things didn't go the way
You wanted them to
I
go.
wanted them to go. To a point where the business wasn't doing well. My brother approached me, Msha, he's like, there's this event that we want to do. We sat down, we spoke about it, said, no problem, I'm good. No, it's not a problem. I've got the money, I can support, let's do the event, let's see how it goes. So we started an event called First Sunday.
First Sunday.
First Sunday. That's one of the properties that we've got at Rands. It's an event property. It's called First Sunday.
How many businesses do you have in Cape Town, first of all? And how many businesses do you have in Khayelitsha?
So basically, the business that we run in Khayelitsha is Rands.
Okay.
And then we also run the milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
Like...
Milk. No, the milk is a restaurant.
Oh, okay. What is that milk? I thought it was like cows. I was wondering.
And then now we are venturing
into other stuff. Why Khayelitsha? Is there an idea behind investing in where you're from?
We find it very crucial to invest within where we stay. It's us who must tell our stories, not other people.
True.
Wherever they come, they tell our stories. It's us.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean because I grew up in poverty, I didn't have anything and I'll always have nothing. No. It means even if it doesn't matter your history, how you grow up, but you can still be someone. If we are able to do things within the community, we are able to show the young kids that it's possible. We can do it. Because we grew up, we are nothing.
Oh, wow.
When I say nothing, we are nothing. Our parents were trying their utmost best, but we had nothing, my brother. But we are here
Today.
and we are pushing non-stop. So yeah.
Coming from nothing to being able to have that entrepreneurial mindset to set up a business where a lot of people can come in and you can provide them with a service and they can pay money. What are some of the challenges you face?
Yes, money is always one of
The major
equation.
challenges. Yeah.
That will cause that will be part of the problem that you have. But I think as long as you have a dream, you've got this thing that you and you believe in it. I think you've covered most of your challenges. And then there will be that question of money. The question of money, it can be resolved. I understand that it is an obstacle for your dream actually to be real. It is an obstacle because it can make or it can break. As long as there's a dream and there's the willingness and the belief that I can do this, I think you've covered most of the things. Fortunately, when we started Rands, at least I was in not a bad position, but we didn't have money to run it. To a point where we started the business was doing well, we saw good support from the people, we ran out of money.
Oh, wow.
The money was there to start, but not to sustain.
It. Oh, wow. How were you able to overcome that?
Now you start selling the things that you've acquired.
Good. Just to make sure the business survives. Oh, wow.
So we started selling stuff. There's a property that I had outside Khayelitsha. I was selling. I had some cars.
Sell it. You wanted to make sure the business survived.
The business survived because it had a good potential. There was a good support, but the problem was we didn't have enough the documentation. We didn't have liquor license. There was a lot of other things that we didn't have. Now, by you not having a liquor license and you're running such a business, you can't sustain it with only food.
Yeah.
The security, there's cleaners, there's cashiers, there's so many overheads that we couldn't handle with the little money that was coming from the kitchen. And it was a strain to the business. We didn't own most of the furniture and things like that. Wow. We were renting them. So it was a big strain.
What's your own perspective of Khayelitsha? Where do you see Khayelitsha in like the next couple of years?
It's gonna get to a point where when you start to talk about township, crime will not get to be the one who will jump to number one that Khayelitsha crime. No. When you talk about Khayelitsha, it will get to a point where a person, when you say Khayelitsha, thinks about opportunities, development, black excellence, entrepreneurship. You know, that's where Khayelitsha will be in the next 10 years. That is what we are working on as people in Khayelitsha, because for us it's not just only running the business. Yes,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah, I can make money, I can be able to pay for this and that, but it's about how do we uplift this community? How do we put this community on the map? We grew up from here, there was nothing, but we're making something out of
happen.
nothing.
A lot of young South Africans, you know, from across South Africa, and even not just South Africans, Africans, that are kind of like hearing your story and seeing how you started from like nothing and where you currently are today, being able to start multiple businesses. What's your advice to them?
You just need to be passionate about what you want to do, where it doesn't feel like a job. If when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like, I need to go to work, then there's a problem. It must be something that will motivate you, like I'm worried.
I'm worried, yeah.
6 o'clock I need to be up because I need to make sure things are happening. It must give you that excitement. If it doesn't give that excitement, maybe you need to give a pause. It's not the one that actually you want to do. As soon as it wakes you up in the morning, you're sleeping and you're like thinking about it, then that's the one. But what's important is you just need to believe in yourself, because no one will believe on you if you don't believe in yourself.
If you could change one thing in South Africa, what would you change?
You know, for us in South Africa, the issue is that we are new in business. We're not exposed to money. We're in shock. Now there's money, I'm in shock. My hands are just shaking. And I think we are in that state. As soon as we understand that by us working together, we can actually get more value just from the little that we've got. And we can make a lot of difference. So whenever we are buying, let's rather buying as a group.
As a group, yeah.
Yes, let's have more power, let's have a say in whatever that we are doing. I think it's just a matter of time before we get to that phase where we understand that actually we need to work together. Rands Cape Town is open to everyone. Khayelitsha is a good place to visit. You should come to Khayelitsha and experience how people are living, and how do they survive, how they enjoy themselves, how they express themselves. You need to come and visit.
If you're coming down to Cape Town, don't just go to Camps Bay, come down to Khayelitsha and come and experience the township community. So guys, that's all we have to share with you today. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!